Give us one more just because we haven't heard it in a while.
Here we go. And here we go for another edition of Jofo in the Ring. And yes, my name is Frank Jofo, and I'm proud to say we have special guests here tonight. One half of the Jofo in the Ring podcast, Kyle, the Spoiler Morin.
Oh, it's me.
Who'd you think it was?
Comedy.
And speaking about comedy, Mr. Comedy, the co-host of the Dirty Four, Claudio Capri. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, not much. Yourselves?
Wouldn't he be the
Very
quarter
good.
host?
The corner host? Because he's in the
quarter. Because there's four of them, right? He'd be the quarter host. He wouldn't be a co-host.
It all depends which corner he's in on the show. But in the bottom corner of the show, we have the prod god himself, Selecta Bru. What's going on, Bru?
Just to clarify, for the commencement of this new show and this new brand here on the Jofo in the Ring network, it's to be now referred to as the God of Prods, please.
Yes, because you like to get prodded.
That's what we said a lot of times.
Pods,
Kyle?
podcast, the God of
Oh,
Pods.
no.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? You know what? If you're called that, I'm gonna be called Wyndham the second.
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
So,
Because in the end, I don't know how many podcasts you have in the closet there, Bruno. But this is your official first podcast that you're on. Congratulations!
That I'm
Congratulations!
Welcome to the other side of things.
yeah, exactly. Welcome to where the real work is done.
on. Welcome to the relaxing side,
You tell him, Claudio.
the fun side.
So we're all here to talk about AEW, the AEW review.
Yep.
Every week we're going to be doing this 10 p.m. live on YouTube, most probably on Twitch as well. But these four salams over here are going to be your AEW review go-to. And I watched it last night. I was really impressed about, honestly, I honestly thought bringing in the judges for that match with Bryan Danielson and Daniel, whatever you want to call him, Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call
The
him.
American Dragon.
The American
Yo.
Dragon. Okay, that's a little easier.
Before you jump
And
ahead to the
Hangman Adam
match,
Page.
Frank,
Yes.
before you jump ahead to the match, I want to know if I'm like hearing things. Well, I could have sworn I feel like Excalibur right off the top of the show made a mistake. And when they started the show, one of the first graphics they showed was the Ruby Soho Jade Cargill match.
Okay.
And they literally, I'm pretty like 90% sure, like Excalibur like said, and we're kicking off the show with the TBS title match.
Yeah, they do that. They do that a lot, especially
should.
Excalibur.
Yeah,
Excalibur fucks up all the time.
Yeah, as I remember in my head saying, "Oh, they're starting off with the women's title match." Like it's bold.
JR had
like, you know?
cancer, and he still did his job better than Excalibur, who didn't have cancer.
Well, in realistic terms, where we come from, I don't know where the title match should always be the main event, but lately AEW has been doing the first match out of the gate. So
It's I think it's the time thing because you know when it starts hitting 9:30, you know that the match is gonna end eventually, right? When you do it at the beginning, it's open ended. Like you know the match is not going 2 hours, but you also know that you know what I mean. Back in the day when you're watching Raw and it's
like 9:45, you're looking at your watch.
Yeah, you're like, hey, something's gonna happen, or like especially us when we used to watch at 4 after school. You know, it's all 100% edited down that it's ending at 6.
When I was watching it at 4 p.m. and then I realized I should just watch it on Mondays at 9, and I was old enough to stay up that late, it was a whole other world. It was so much better.
Oh yeah. Claudio, what about you? Did you watch that match last night?
I didn't watch the full as you call it episode, but I saw some highlights of it. Honestly, I wasn't too impressed. I don't know what it was.
Really?
I don't know. I just for example,
you weren't impressed by the highlights?
No. Okay, no, because here's the thing. I like Adam Page. You know, I like the Hangman. I think, but I don't know. Just last night's that match specifically felt like I'm like, all right, cool. All right,
you like to be more entertained than
exactly.
watching.
And then honestly, when we saw Big Show, aka Paul, right? I thought he was gonna get up and just slap one of them in the face, and I thought that I'm like, no, please don't let there be an interruption match. Don't let this be. And then thank God there was no interruption match.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna sound a bit cocky, but in a way, I knew Adam Page was gonna win. Just by the crowd cheer, by the way. The crowd cheer, because when Daniel Bryanson came on, I noticed the crowd was not really into him. And I'm like, all right, you never know. Probably he's going to win. But the moment you hear Hangman Page's theme song come on, you hear the crowd. I'm like, for sure he's going to win.
Claudio, that's how baby faces and heels work. So usually if you're a bad guy, they're not going to be that into you and they'll boo you. Yeah. And then when the good guy comes out, like Adam Page, the people are going to cheer.
But here's the thing.
Daniel Bryan's been pushing the envelope as a bad guy, which
Daniel Bryan's a great heel.
Really? Yeah, I thought, honestly, maybe it's me. I thought Daniel Bryanson or Brian, whatever his name is, I thought he was marked as a good guy, and I thought Hangman Page. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Lately, he's been working the crowd very well, Daniel Bryan. But like I said, this is just our fucking opinion. Yeah. You're gonna learn a lot about wrestling here, and that's what we want that opinion of yours, Claudio, because you're an outside wrestling fan looking in. So it's a good perspective on your part. So
but I want to know, guys, going into that match, the fact that they put the extra judges and Daniel Bryan has been undefeated and all that.
2 WWE judges, by the way, 2 ex-WWE judges. I thought there was going to be some kind of a screw job there.
Were you?
Yeah, there's boys on the take.
Yeah.
Were you on the side of things that you thought that they were going to use the judges as a way to screw Adam Page out of the title, to say that, but for him not to get pinned and for Daniel Bryan not to lose and all that? Or did you think, because I kind of started feeling at one point that they're doing too much to try and psych you out, that it's not going to go to the judge?
That's what it was.
The second I saw that it was all guys that work for the company, like just they're sitting on the random seats, like the front row, like they didn't even go through the effort of putting a judge table. You know, like when you know, like.
Well, let me ask you this question. I think the match got ended a little earlier than it was supposed to.
But I like that though, because the assumption was it's going to go the distance and it's going to go to
again because it went because. Claudio, I don't know if you know, last match they had was a couple weeks ago, and they went 60 minutes straight.
Yeah,
and it was a draw. So basically, they wanted to push to show everybody that it could go 60 minutes again. But the way the match went, to me, it didn't look like it was going to go 60, because after 30 minutes, these guys looked gassed, and Daniel Bryan was like they say, he was bleeding like a split goat or whatever it was, a stuffed pig. That's what it is. Yeah. I don't know.
I felt like this match was gonna go longer. I'm like, oh god, and like the last time they fought,
it went 30 minutes. Fuck, that's still a long time.
It went half an hour. Yeah, it went half an hour, and I'm like. But I'm like, oh fuck, it's like another 30 minutes are gonna go by, and then I'm like, come on, Big Show, just go up and slap him in the face, just fucking something. Like I was getting annoyed. The last 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, just give it to Page. And then when he did his, when they were counting down 1, 2, 3, I'm like, of course Page is gonna win. All right. And then meanwhile, you see Bryan down. The judges could have literally got in the ring and just take a mic up to Daniel Bryan and go, so Daniel, you lost. How do you feel? I'm like, at least do this, because man, I felt I was like, man, this is
So you're still a Daniel Bryan fan, WWE side of it, then?
I like, I like Daniel Bryan when he was in WWE. Here, I'm like, I don't know. He's just something's missing. Say the same thing with
you like this Daniel Bryan now, Kyle? Or
I like heel Daniel Bryan. He's great. I always liked him as a heel, even back in WWE when he was doing like the no thing before the yes. It was great. It was fantastic.
We all know Bruno's opinion on this one. So, Bru,
what's my opinion?
Bruno hates everything.
What's my opinion? Tell me. Go ahead. Tell me my fucking opinion.
Yeah.
Well, no, because then it wouldn't be just your opinion.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. Apparently, I don't even need to be here, since he already knows mine, and everyone knows mine already. So tell it to me. Tell it to me, oh wise one,
Mr. AEW Mark himself. I'm sure you were all for Hangman Adam Page winning. I actually thought Daniel Bryan was going to win this one.
I want Daniel Bryan to win too, because Adam Page, I feel his first title win wasn't as like big as it could have been. So I like it better if he would have got fucked out of the title, and like it was a big build for another year for him to get it back. But
Yeah,
like I said,
but-
the fact that when they showed the three judges and it was three
Yeah.
guys that was nothing special, they were like at a special table, like they made nothing out of it. Oh, and by the way, these are the three judges. I feel
Yeah.
because of the way they presented them at the beginning of the match, I knew the judges wouldn't come into play. Like, you know, they tried to double
good point.
swerve us. They put them there to make us think that it would go to the judges.
Who were the judges again? It was Paul White.
What's the fucking
Jerry Lynn,
no, what's his name? World Strongest
Jerry
Man.
Lynn, Mark
Mark
Henry.
Mark Henry.
Yeah, that's why they were going to interfere. Jerry Lynn probably because he's greatest forever. But fucking, you think Mark Henry's going to do a run-in?
Yeah.
He'll do he'll do a brisk walk-in.
No, not like a run-in.
I thought he was gonna flip over a table and slap everyone.
No, but not like a run-in, but more like like I said.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They want to keep what's his
doing the
face
comedy
strong.
part of the show.
Yeah, hey, you're a comedian.
Well, then they're so basically what you're saying is they're keeping Hangman Adam Page strong on the back of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, but I thought they were gonna make Daniel Bryan win, like via the judges.
So
But
what happens
Keep
next
that
with
belt
Daniel
on
Bryan?
Adam
now?
Page. Keep it on him, Adam Page.
I know you have to keep it
Yeah,
on him.
I
Because why
love
would
Adam
you have given it to him? Why would you have given it to him in the first place? But now with a clean pin in the middle of the ring, what's next for Daniel Bryan? I have.
But
no
also,
idea.
what's next for Adam Page? He's like what, 20-something years old? He's still young.
He just
like,
beat Daniel Bryan clean in the middle of the ring. There's
but,
nothing.
But how much fun would it be if he got screwed without getting pinned? Like I said, for the judges, and then he has to battle
Because
for
you have,
another
you have to
3
make your
months.
champion look like a champion.
My prediction.
It's all about the story. You want to feel bad for him. He got screwed. You know, he never lost.
Wow.
You heard it here first, guys. CM Punk's taking that title off Adam Page.
Like, man.
You heard it.
You know what? You heard it here
A
first.
wild prediction from your boy here.
You
know what? You know what? You heard it here first. I think he's gonna have to fight Mark Henry.
Or
that's gonna be an intense. Come on, don't you want to see the Big Show, Mark Henry versus Daniel Bryan, and that would be an amazing fight.
No.
And
you want to watch that match? Go to 2010. That match happened in 2010. That's how Daniel Bryan won the title, actually.
Yeah.
From,
it's true.
Yeah. Then hold on. Then you have Malachi Black coming in and they're throwing dust in their face, and he takes the towel and goes away. Yeah.
So you think Malachi Black is going to become the champion before who?
I think honestly, I think. Oh man. Actually, can I throw in Jericho in there too?
Jericho's.
I wish Jericho.
Jericho's next on my list for that fucking dye job, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
what are you saying, Bruno?
Hear me out.
Okay.
We crazy thing that could possibly happen, and tell me if you think it would be good. Like, in order to use their best talent and maximize tickets and putting over talent and like with their best talent available, like, what if down the line Daniel Bryan finally does screw over Adam Page? Adam Page loses it to Daniel Bryan. Big money match. There goes Kyle. Big money match. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. CM Punk takes it from Bryan in the babyface role. Then from there, that's when MJF finally gets the belt off of CM Punk, and it comes full circle. Adam Page, MJF in like a year from now or 2 years.
Hold on.
Imagine that. Like you have Daniel Bryan putting over Page, then you have Bryan and CM Punk, which the whole world would watch for sure. Mm-hmm. And then you have what everyone's been waiting for if they do it right: CM Punk versus MJF for the title.
Can I add someone in there to make this interesting?
Of course.
Moxley.
He's coming back, eh?
He's coming back. Is he coming back? Is he coming back with Eddie Kingston, or is he going to be?
Supposedly he's supposed to be coming back next week. I know that next Saturday, if it's still on, he's supposed to be fighting Jimmy Jacobs at GCW.
Yeah,
and we got Jimmy. We got Jimmy Jacobs' episode coming out this Tuesday too. So everybody out there, check it out.
We're all gonna be lucky in this 2021. He's gonna catch Omicron wherever he's performing, and he won't be able to come back again on TV for at least 3 more months.
Okay, so you know what? Enough about that. Enough about that. Are you excited as much as I am to see MJF beat the living shit out of CM Punk next week?
That's gonna be a good match.
That's gonna be a great match. I can't wait.
I think they're gonna.
I'm slowly going on the MJF train here, man.
Talk about Wardlow next week. It's Wardlow versus.
Oh, sorry, you're right. You're right.
Wardlow against CM Punk.
Thank you, Bruno.
I mean,
but it's still gonna be a great match. You know the eventual. You know the eventual outcome.
But they're
is going to
doing,
be
they're
MJF CM
doing,
Punk.
yeah, but they're doing it good, right? Like they're really making sure that he can't get his hands on him. He's being like the real conniving. Like it's beautiful.
It's great.
Like
That
not
promo
even like
last
a
night
finger.
was amazing. That promo last night MJF did there with the WrestleMania and oh my god, unbelievable, man. I couldn't believe it.
CM Punk's rebuttal was even good too, though. When he's like, you can go over there, and then you'll just be released in a month, and you'll be right back here.
Do you think it was a lot of like WWF talk? But at what point is WWF allowed to say? Because like, okay, at one point they just said Mania like in a good way, right? Like, oh, you have to be the Mania, but then they wrapped it up with like dissing it if you go work there.
They always diss WWE. It's every week. Claudio, you think that it's in your perspective, you think it's cool that cool or whatever. It's okay. It's okay for AEW to always be talking about WWE.
No, because WWE is talking bad about AEW. When I forgot, oh my god, when was that episode when Edge was talking with?
But he talked that because AEW did it first.
Exactly. So there you go.
Look. I think honestly, for me, like I'm hating WWE. So the more I'm watching it, the more I'm like, I'm not a fan. Okay, no, hate's a powerful word. The more like I'm not a fan of it anymore.
Like what? Do you hate WWE more or do you hate Guido Grasso more? What's that's the you don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
but I don't know.
You know what I mean, right? Because if you hate something so bad,
because I think you know what AEW. I think they're throwing these insults to WWE. It's like, hey guys, guess what? We're the new thing. You guys are slowly dying, so fuck you. So I think they're doing that. And because think about it, I find in a way AEW is WWE 2.0. If you think about this in a way, wrestler wise, right?
You think it reminds you of like the Attitude Era and stuff?
So yeah, AEW? sort of, yeah, sort of. But now they're doing it. They're doing it way better than what WWE is supposed to be doing. Like at least.
Do you think if WWE wasn't around this long, you think you would be giving credit to AEW as much?
I mean, not giving credit as much, but I'm like, oh, okay. To say like, oh, this is something new. This is something that I could, that I could get into it. That I could watch, and the fact that like AEW has like different segments. They have like Dynamite, and they have other ones that Rampage and it's not coming back to the name's not coming back to me. At least I could follow it there, right? So and then like I'm sure like you all have like wrestlers on AEW that you could watch and you're gonna follow those more, So WWE, which is a giant mashup. I'm like and they're all, I find they're all used the same in the same way, and it's a repetitive story. Here AEW, it's more it's fresh. Like everyone has their own story, and it's gonna go into one gigantic fuck up, if you could say that.
No, you can't. You can't say that.
Okay. You know what? It's apparently my opinion doesn't matter. Fuck you guys. I hope Moxley, Malachi, Wyndham, and Hardy beats all your wrestlers. All right, fuck off.
Malachi Black's gonna take a shot of whiskey and blow it in Moxley's face. That's how he's gonna win that.
You know what? That actually be fucking amazing.
Tony Khan's been saying he's gonna be signing a dream signing soon. You think it's Jeff Hardy?
I think
it probably will be.
Yeah, I think it's Jeff Hardy or Wyndham.
Or Wyndham, eh? Or Wyndham.
Maybe it's Big Papa Pump.
Imagine.
Maybe it's the NXT champion's uncle.
Did you see Rick Steiner on NXT a couple nights ago? Came out, eh?
Was he?
He came out. Yeah, he came out. Good. Yeah, he came out. Now they're waiting for Scott Steiner to show his face. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a whole
you'll never
Hall
see
of Fame I know, but maybe a Hall of Fame induction coming up. I wouldn't be surprised.
Van Damme? You think it could be Rob Van Damme?
He's already in the Hall of Fame.
Oh my God, hold on. Imagine plot twist is Drew McIntyre this entire time. This is the big star we're signing. You see Drew McIntyre coming out of nowhere. I'm like, fuck you, WWE. Actually, no.
Well, I know I'm in agreement with you in the end. I think it's either going to be The Fiend or Jeff Hardy.
Yeah,
that's the only two I could see.
Yeah.
Unless it's maybe like
what if it's
Strowman or something, or
What if it's Danny Malazzi?
Danny Malazzi. Is he here?
Ooh.
Then fuck him.
I don't know. What if it's Shinsuke Nakamura? Huh?
Nakamura is with WWE. AJ Styles with WWE.
Yeah, we never
guys
know.
are
They might
staying
get
there.
tired of them and go.
No,
You know what?
I think they just re-signed new contracts. Like
a
I know
lot of them
AJ just re-signed like a fat long one too.
Kidding.
What a
He's at that age where it's like, why am I going to go and try something else and restart from the bottom again?
Poor
Exactly.
bastard.
He's been everywhere except AEW, but I think at this point it's just like, yeah, whatever.
Poor
So
bastard.
so if I'm not mistaken, Kyle, listen to the review, the latest review a couple weeks ago on Jade Cargill, and your prediction obviously came true once again. That's your track record speaks for itself. What do you have to say about that?
I feel like we should hold up a second.
Uh-oh.
We kind of skipped over a segment here.
No, we didn't.
Oh,
no, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No.
We
So
next up we had the Le Champion addressing the public for the first time in a long time. That segment was before the Cargill.
Since he's going through his midlife crisis with his fucking black hair done.
Yeah. Okay, before we unpack this segment.
By the way, Joey Casada.
Yeah.
Joey Casada was on Talk is Jericho. He was a co-host.
He was
the last show. Yeah.
Okay.
With Striper.
Yeah, I'd go check that out. If
aside from that, who I would have loved to have heard Kyle break down the segment last week when Jericho came running out with that bat, almost clipped the bat and clotheslined himself on the ropes when he jumped in to clear the ring and just swing the bat in the air while Kingston is on the floor. Like he runs in, scares everyone off, and just like sings his song to the crowd while the guy he just came to save is just got beat up on the floor. Like, is it just me, or was it Rampage that was hilarious?
That's because every time Jericho can be fucking cool and he can be edgy and he can be, the GOAT Jericho, you get this shit where he does something fucking cheesy and like their fucking entrance in the Stadium Stampede with that lame ass thing where they got stuck halfway. Remember that?
Yeah.
He loves that stuff. Anyway, so he comes in. Jericho comes in the ring.
Out of breath.
And
you noticed that too, eh?
Bro, I noticed him, bro. The moment he had trouble getting in the ring, I'm like, man, if I was there, if we're all there with him, our backs were gonna go out the moment we even tried bending over. And then I'm like, man, there's like no way. Like at least I don't know. Try to him getting in that ring. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And with his red shoes, I'm like, the fuck are you doing? Like who choreographed this? And then I'm like, I feel like someone I feel like Kingston was gonna take that bat because if you noticed. Because I noticed like Jericho was swinging like an idiot. Something Kyle would do if I ever got into a fight, just swing the bat around. Then someone could take the bat out of his hands. It's literally saying, hey, I'm coming at you with a bat. I'm like, well, no shit. I can move sideways and just knock your back out or something. And that
I could tell you this. If you're ever in a fight, I don't think Kyle's going to be be protecting you anymore. So throw him under the bus like that.
Yeah. He'll be the first to knock down. But I'm like, hold on. I want to point this out. I'm like, what the fuck? Why if he's like Le Champion and everything, like why the hell why is you? I'm like, don't run. Like the last thing you need to do is run. Just walk to the goddamn stage, then go in. No, he was out of breath, and I'm like, man,
Claudio, he had to run to the ring to help his friend that was getting beat up, only to get into the ring and swing his bat in the air and showboat to the crowd after.
Listen,
he had to rush to get there quick.
And it's Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho could do whatever he wants anytime. It doesn't even matter anymore.
I know, that's true. But I'm like, no, but honestly, like I thought he was gonna do more instead of swinging a bat like Negan's stunt double.
That being said, leave poor Jericho alone. Kyle, I need to know your opinion. Is it just me? Or am I blind? Why the fuck do we see so much of 2.0 on AEW Dynamite?
Because at this point in Jericho's career, he's trying to get over the younger talent. He's trying to do.
There's so many better guys. There's better guys that have been.
What
do they have though? Like they're so cheesy. Like what do they have?
We don't know what happened backstage.
Like I understand. Exactly. Okay, I understand. Like the stupid Orange Cassidy thing, doing a thing with him.
That could be Lance Storm's stepson, for all we know. We don't know.
They're so like I don't know. They're so like I don't know. It's so like I don't know. Am I missing something? What do they have like that's so like that
they're just a young up and coming tag team? And
who would you rather see?
Jericho probably took a liking to them backstage, and that's why they're getting this giant push on TV.
You want to see Kamaroto, the guy from Jumanji, and Peter Avalon in the ring? I don't get it.
I don't know. Like we never see like any good matches from like FTR is just losing all the time. Like okay, singles wise, they feel he's gonna do a singles thing now, Jericho, and not in a tag team. But it seems like he's always in a group thing because I was Eddie Kingston and LAX there. Like
AEW has been group wise, like everyone's in a group since the beginning of time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Like that.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know. I just the 2.0 thing to me, like, I feel like it's like being shoved down our throat. Like I can't.
Well, it's not like they're winning matches. They're not winning.
Peter Avalon. Where's
on AEW Dark, Avalon? Where he belongs.
Why he's still there when he's been there for 2 years and these guys just got there and they're on TV with their stupid gimmick?
Well, because they were already on TV and people know who they are already. Nobody knows who Peter Avalon is.
They were in WWE.
Claudio,
before.
do you know who Peter Avalon is?
No.
Do you know?
There you go.
Do you know 2.0 and Danny Garcia is?
I heard of the name, but I never seen.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Related to Frankie Avalon.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. That's just a name off the top of my head, but there's a lot of
Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia is from the Indies.
Where's fucking Powerhouse Hobbs? Why isn't Powerhouse Hobbs? Why isn't Jericho doing something against Powerhouse Hobbs? Like
because Powerhouse Hobbs got CM Punk.
Maybe we should get in contact with Tyler Lemko and then he could
for like one show, like one
Tony Khan.
Yeah, that was his thing.
Okay, and that's it. Now we're not see.
Powerhouse Hobbs had Sting and Darby Allin. He had all those matches. He's part of Team Taz. Powerhouse Hobbs is fine.
What about like I don't see him though on Dynamite. I've seen Danny Garcia at freaking 2.0 and these retards.
Watch Rampage. Watch Rampage.
Yeah, watch Dark.
Watch Dark. Watch Elevation. I don't know, man.
Where's our boy?
Watch Dark Elevation.
Yeah, but is that okay? But why are these guys?
I know you're a busy guy, Bruno, but
because that's probably how AEW likes to do it. If you know it, if you notice though, that's what AEW does. They throw all these no-name guys on Dynamite a couple of weeks. You get to know them, and then they move them over to Dark, and then they move them over to Elevation, and you watch them there. And that's what gets you to tune in. And then from there, you see other younger talent like
that's
we've had on the show.
Strategy.
But that's what Dark and Elevation is for, is to build those
guys.
But
how do you get people to watch it? You put name stars that you know.
So
you build those stars on Dynamite, and then you put them on those shows.
Yes, so they did that.
With
like
an open mic.
Well, what's his name? The other guy in Team Taz, like Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks, I think he's injured.
He's
injured. He's always on commentary.
Yeah, anyway,
and then and what do you think about this is probably your new favorite wrestler in the world next to Cody Rhodes, Hook.
Hook is
probably your second favorite wrestler.
Just to end my statement, I'm like, back in the day, the main show. How many of you guys watched Shotgun and Sunday Night Heat?
I did.
Okay, but like
I know Kyle has.
You could miss it every week, and you just knew what was going on because of Raw, because that was the main show. The main guys, like the main story.
There was nothing like watching Sunday Night Heat before a pay-per-view though. That was the shit.
That was cool, but like no one was.
Because I think it was like it was like a pre-show to the pay-per-view kind of thing. Eh?
How come they made SmackDown on network TV? Like these are their two main shows, and you have to go.
Here comes the money.
Yeah, but
here we go.
Money.
But exactly. But some guys that look like primetime superstars. They're not two guys that look like they went to the gym and bought a box of protein bars and a fucking.
Wow. That's why WWE has guys that look
Herbalife.
like that. You know what I mean? Like you actually think that Hook can walk the street and people are going to say this guy's a wrestler? Jeremy Prophet will sneeze on the guy and the guy will go fucking fly.
He carries himself though more of a serious way.
Break.
The way I
got into it.
Who's looking
for
fucking
serious? Are you fucking serious?
Okay. Listen, watch that.
This is where it's going to go in the show.
Watch Dynamite, the amazing match they had with Adam Page. Listen, just hear me out. Adam Page, Daniel Bryan put on a clinic to start the show. Then you follow up with Jericho. Okay, cool. But these two guys acting like clowns, talking like they're like Macho Man, kind of like like this and okay, like but like you're just like two.
You have a taste. You want a taste?
Comes out like an assassin, like mysterious kind of thing. He's young. Don't forget, and at least puts the effort to be a believable fighter. You know what I mean? At a certain point, everyone coming out doing that over the top fake to the point where it's like it's throwing it in your face like it's fake. I know it's fake. You know it's fake.
I like Hook only because it's like it's more grounded. There's less fucking flips and all the bullshit to it.
Exactly, and he comes out with that fucking like, is he happy? Is he sad? Is he like, you know, is he pissed off? Like I don't know, but exactly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, that great wrestling match. You have these two cartoon characters that come out right after next segment. All I'm saying, it makes you feel insulted a bit, like as a wrestling fan. And
you just described the Young Bucks as a babyface tag team. Just two cartoon characters, and all they do is just flips. That's it.
I like that.
But you know what? I look at them like, man, these are some good man. I'm sure before they became wrestlers, they worked at Cirque du Soleil for sure.
Well, look, Bruno. Look,
in
the end, Bruno. Look, I agree somewhat with you because look, where's Lance Archer? Where's Powerhouse Hobbs? Where are these guys? Where are the savages? Where's Brian Cage?
I forgot about Lance Archer.
Brian Cage? Where's Brian Cage? The savage that he is. 3 savages. But no, you're gonna put in. Okay, I understand. You're gonna put in 2.0. But why even put in fucking Hook at that point? You have guys that are believable savages.
But think Hook had him on TV for a year.
Taz's son.
But think about it, you had Hook on TV for a year. He never did anything. So at least they already they had that
acting. What was he doing? Acting tough on the side.
But it made everyone
tough on the side.
But exactly right. Everyone's like, oh, this guy can't do nothing, or like, why are they not showing him do anything? Is even a wrestler? And then he finally on TV.
They're taking away TV time. They're taking TV time away from guys that should have it, like Lance Archer, Brian Cage, and Powerhouse Hobbs, and they're giving it to 2.0 and Hook. So
all I know is 2.0's been like, I don't know the stats, but 2.0's been way more.
Yeah, because you know what? What I think it is because they're able to take losses, and they'll take losses. You understand? They don't care that if they lose every week, it's fine. It's fine to them. Yeah. But if a guy like Brian Cage and Lance Archer lose every week, it's a problem, right?
Well, yeah, because none of those guys in AEW have that. Darby Allin. Darby Allin has that Undertaker mystique about him, where losses don't hurt.
You know what it is, Kyle? Kyle, you know what it is? Everyone has creative control. So everyone's telling everybody what to do. So there has to be some kind of argument back there for sure. If I come to you and say I have creative control and Bruno has creative control, we're in the main event. I want to go over. Bruno wants to go over.
I don't think they have creative control, do they?
What happens?
A lot of them do. A lot of them do.
Maybe they have it in their contract where like somebody has the final say or something.
Within reason, but I think the whole wrestling world will learn their lesson by our good friend Bret the Hitman Hart with regards to putting creative control in the contracts.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Hulk Hogan.
No, Bret Hart, whatever. Right, get that. Moving on now.
Back to the action.
Yeah.
Back to the action.
After that, before your girl Jade, we had what's his face? Wardlow come out with Shawn Spears to just do his thing. What's your guys' thoughts on this whole Wardlow program that's been going on?
It's the squash. It's a squash. That's what you want. You want him to be dominant. So next week when he does face off against CM Punk, win or lose, because obviously, you know what? I'd love for Wardlow to beat CM Punk, but that's not going to happen.
No, it's going to be.
You have to make him look realistically. You have to make him realistically look like he's a savage, which he is.
Yeah, and it's going to be like
you have to have this squash match.
It's going to be one of those things of like MJF and like what's his face trying to cheat, and then like CM Punk outsmarts them, and they're like by mistake hit like Wardlow with the chair or something, and that's how CM Punk's going to win. So Wardlow stays strong. And it's like now he's
Wardlow is Claudio.
I've heard of Wardlow, but I'm not too fond of him. I'm not too keen of him.
Okay, he's like the right-hand man to MJF. You know who MJF is, right?
Yeah, I know who MJF is, yeah. But no, I haven't
some people might say that he looks a little bit like you, MJF.
Okay.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
All right.
Not a bad thing.
To put in perspective for you, Claudio, it's Wardlow is to MJF what I am to Kyle. You know?
What's that? Tell all the fans what that.
Yeah. I'm his muscle.
Oh, okay.
Because I was a bit confused there, you know.
Bruno's my fixer.
I'm his muscle, and then at the right time, I'm gonna put him in his place.
Yeah. Hence wearing the muscle shirt.
Yeah.
What do you say, Claudio?
I didn't pay attention to that segment because I fully didn't care about this. I'm like, all right, because again, there's only one match that I enjoyed throughout this whole night, and I think you all know. And I hope we
Which
get
one
to
is
that.
it?
Malachi
Let's get
Black.
to it right now.
Malachi Black. That was for me. That was a highlight of the night.
Malaka Black, is that what you called him?
Yeah.
Malaka Black.
Wait.
Yeah, Malaka. No,
Ladies
Malachi
and gentlemen, before we get to Malaka Black, we followed up the Wardlow match with the TBS title match. Jade Cargill with her cape.
Yep.
And her smart mark
with her cape and her beard.
We all knew what was going to happen.
I didn't follow on that. So I don't know.
One guy here who did know what was going to happen weeks ago, 2 months ago to be exact. If you guys want to pause this, go back and watch the AEW review for when the TBS Women's Title Tournament was first announced. I told you then and there, in plain English,
I have to say,
ladies and gentlemen, your new TBS champion, Jade Cargill.
You think she's gonna have it for a long time?
I'm wondering if they what do they do with this title? Like, what is this belt? What is it? What's the point of it? It's the women's TNT title. I know that, but like
defend it every week, right? In the end, might as well.
Yeah, but that's what's going on with the women's title. You're just going to be throwing title shots left and right. All these nobodies. Like, guaranteed, Ty Conti is going to hold that belt at some point.
Yeah. Well, or Sammy Guevara, one of the two.
Did you guys
listen, I tweeted him and I told him I had dibs on her.
Just a side note, what do you guys rate the street fight last Friday?
Oh, that was fucking aces.
They did good, no? Right? Like I feel like they really
Dude, she wrapped barbed wire around her arm and choked another woman out. You don't.
Yeah, it's all gimmick barbed wire though. It's like
doesn't matter. It's still
it's like
when you see women do that. What do you see? When do you see WWE women doing that? Sasha Banks not going to do that. Sasha Banks can't even fucking wrestle.
Yeah, not on TV. They're going to do that. They're going to do it maybe on a pay-per-view, but not on TV.
The bump that who someone put someone through a table. I think Ty Conti put Penelope Ford through the table out on the outside before the finish. Yeah. It looks like they took some hard. And that one where she did the knees thing and the table didn't break. I think it was Penelope Ford again. She did like that moonsault, but she like goes with her knees.
Yeah.
Like, the table that she like flipped and just smashed her knees. Table didn't break. It's like holy shit. They have some ripped abs. These girls. What? That's what happens.
Usually the tables they never break. They're not heavy enough.
Yeah, especially if it's just the knees.
But it's not Nyla Rose in there.
Yeah, man,
I knew you were going to say that.
Back to the action.
I'm just saying, she's heavier than the other women. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Maybe get her in there with Dewdrop. We'll see some tables breaking.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. So yeah, that match with what's the next match?
It was Jade and Soho. What are your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, Jade versus the babysitter from The Simpsons.
Yeah. Ruby Soho is in the same, and you know what? Like it or not, I think she's in the same boat as she was in WWE. She can't get to the promised land. She can't win the big match, and here we go again with Ruby Soho, Ruby Riott, not winning the big matches once again.
Yeah, just.
I think we got to put this campaign back to get Jazz in Jade's corner, especially if they're putting the belt on her now.
It's not going to happen now with Mark Sterling. His name is there. That Salam that he is there. That manager that she has.
Just because it hasn't happened doesn't mean it's not a spoiler yet.
Well, unless Kyle says it.
If there's one woman, if there's one woman that can throw this guy out, it would be her.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be some tension between the manager and her going forward. I'm sure she's going to need something to do.
She needs like a little more training. So, like she just needs a little more training.
Obviously, she needs a little more training. She's so green. It's bright green, man, on the screen.
Like she's like so good. Like with regards to like when you think of a wrestler, it's like like look at this girl. It's like okay, this is like a action figure. Like
so, who should she feud? Who should she feud with next? What do you think?
I'd like to see her and maybe like Anna Jay go at it.
You know what I really like?
Too. She needs to work with someone experienced, I think.
I really like Serena Deeb. I really love Serena Deeb. Yeah. I don't know what it is about her.
Too bad.
Promo-wise, she is a great wrestler.
Yeah, she did a good promo late in the night there after.
Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong. Was she was part of the PC, right?
She was, she was a trainer at the
teacher
PC.
or trainer
She
or
was a
something
trainer
like that,
at the PC, and she was in the Straight Edge Society.
Yes. She had the bald head. She was bald. Yes. I'd love
That's why
to
I'm
see
a fan.
again.
Or what's her face? Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, I think, would be the one going for it.
Yeah. We just had that match last week too, though.
Oh yeah,
but
but that's the thing. She needs to get her revenge because she didn't lose fair and square, right?
Well, we got what's her name? We got
head kicked off though.
Britt Baker versus Riho.
You know what? You know what I want to see? I'm throwing this out there. Fucking Abaddon versus Jade Cargill for the TBS title.
Where's her? Fuck.
What happened to her?
Maybe she's waiting for the Fiend to show up.
You know who
Windheim.
The third.
You know what would be good? What's her face? The alien.
Oh yeah, Chris Statlander. Claudio, what do you think? What do you think should go fight Jade Cargill for the women's?
Honestly, I don't know much about the women's division AEW.
Pick any woman.
Fuck, I don't know.
Name one. Do you know one name of a woman?
Well, no, I just know from the tag team, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. That girl, what's her name?
The Bunny.
Oh, the Bunny.
Yeah, the Bunny. So
there you go.
I want to see her doing
give her a chance. See what happens.
Yeah, because she's she's the reason why I like the Butcher and the Blade. Apart from everybody,
what about Martha Hart? Would you want her to wrestle Jade Cargill for the TBS Women's title?
I don't know who Martha Hart is.
It's Owen Hart's widow.
Get out of here! Stop! Don't fucking confuse them. Fuck.
Look! I don't know. Look, guys! I don't know much about all these divisions. I just know.
Well, this is the point of the show. You're gonna know a lot more about wrestling, and our fans will as well. Our insights, our opinions about wrestling. But
guys,
other than that.
You heard it here first. Nancy Benoit is the next TBS Women's Champion.
Oh my God!
You can't say that with a straight face, huh?
You're a sick man. You're a sick man. Bro, what do you think?
One of the concepts of the show is like a lot of like me and Kyle teaching you and Frank about wrestling. You know.
Okay.
What? Okay. Look at this guy. First ever podcast, first episode in a podcast.
And he's already walking the line of stepping on your shoes. Look at him, God.
My first appearance on the Jofo In The Ring network was for my successful victory in the trivia match against the host of Jofo In The Ring, Frank Jofo. You guys go back.
Okay, because I have just to let you know, I have some people investigating that video because I'm still not convinced. And just by the face that Kyle just made, I'm still not convinced that
is that why that fan's been outside my house for 3 weeks.
Wow. I actually sent the video to a friend of mine in the States to rewatch that and to tell me if he thinks there was any injustice.
I just have one question.
It's gonna get real, motherfuckers.
I just have one question.
It's gonna get real.
I just have one question. Who did Booker T beat on the last Monday Nitro to win the heavyweight title?
Scott Steiner.
No, what's it for you idiot?
Well, then
who cares?
This is gonna be good.
Who cares? That was the question that won me the fucking #1 contendership.
And back to the action
here. This guy is
back to the action
for a whole year, champion for a whole year with that title.
He deserves it.
A triple threat match between these three people, and
find me somebody that can take it. You can't.
The #1 contender.
I don't know anyone else that could take it, especially the guy at the bottom right corner there. But
moving on now.
Especially Marsha Brady over here.
Yeah.
On 10, what do you give the women's TBS title match? I feel we gotta do a little rating too, a little star rating.
It was a good match. I liked it.
I'll give it a 6.
I was gonna give it a 7.
I'll give it a 6 on 10.
7. Claudio, with the highlights. What do you rate the highlights of the match?
I didn't focus too much on it, so I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll go with a 6.
We'll Claudio in a 6.
Right.
I guess the 6 is a common theme. I guess it's
exactly
about that.
Should we call the segment the 6s?
Yeah.
So other than that,
I believe after that is when they had that Serena D promo. I think, right? Let me see.
I think it was before that, before the match. I think.
No, I think before the match they showed the evolution of the feud with the legit Layla Hirsch and Chris Statlander. They showed the highlights of what's going on with that feud before the match, and then they cut to Jim Ross and Serena Deeb, and she cuts that promo after the match. So I feel
one match we haven't talked about.
I'm going in the chronological here. But you said before that was a good promo. Good promo, Kyle.
I liked it.
Mhm.
She
liked
has
it.
like she's believable.
She's the real deal, Serena Deep. She's believable. To the
Yeah.
point where I think she could give anyone a beating, maybe even
Her-
Cody Rhodes a beating if it came down to it.
Her
Oh,
versus
absolutely.
Rowdy.
Then following that segment, we went to Flying Brian Pillman Jr. against
versus Malachi Black. Oh, that
Look how
was
excited he is.
that was an intense match.
lights go out in the arena.
Yes, the moment the lights go out, and then you see Malachi getting up.
Malachi.
Malachi, whatever. No, I'll say Black. The moment he gets up and walks in with that awesome gimmick that he has, like, by the way, did you notice every time he wins, his face gets covered even more? So like now
That's
it's
the makeup he has on, right? All
the
that.
makeup. Yeah, and
all
honestly,
that,
that fight was enjoyable. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Are you saying that if he continues winning by the end, he's gonna be in complete blackface?
Yeah, maybe. Hey, actually, you know what?
He's gonna be a ghost face killer.
My dream match. Wyndham versus Malachi Black.
Actually, you know what? I have to agree with you on that one. That'd be a crazy match.
And hold on, triple threat. Add Willow in there. Because if Jeff Hardy comes back, chances are he's coming back as Willow. That's my prediction.
As long as it doesn't fade away and become obsolete.
Obsolete.
Yeah.
No, that was a good match. They're building. You know what? I think they're building him up good. Malachi Black, future champion. He's got everything running for him.
Do you think he could fight CM Punk or MJF in the future? Or
I honestly, as a wrestler, he could wrestle anybody on the card, from Kenny Omega to anybody. Because jokes aside, he is an actual good wrestler too.
Yeah, he is. For me, he's on top there with Moxley.
Yeah.
So no, it was good. Yeah.
I miss Don Callis.
Well, because Kenny Omega's not there, I'm sure he's going to come back.
Yeah, when is he coming back? He's supposed to. Omega's supposed to be coming back.
Taking some time off. He's
I
think he was.
You know what? In the end, it's better because if like Claudio, this is what I've noticed with wrestling a lot is when a guy stays on for too long, it gets boring. So when a guy leaves for a bit, it gets exciting to see him come back, regardless of the reason why he left. But the returns is what we want. It's that moment, right? It's like, oh my God, he's here, kind of thing, right? So we'll see.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of returns coming up soon. I'm sure John Moxley's coming back next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait,
and
is he coming back
Kenny
to Dynamite?
Omega.
Is he coming back to Dynamite or Rampage?
Most probably Dynamite. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes,
so we'll see.
Question.
So,
what are your guys' thoughts on because of Aleister Black and the way this match ended or the way the segment ended?
Malachi Black.
The usage of the freaking Malachi. I'm thinking of Claudio. The usage with so many wrestlers of the lights going out.
I think honestly, I think that's a pretty good gimmick because going back, when was it? Last week or 2 weeks ago, the lights were flickering red, and we all know who that might be. But it's like. I hope it's Wyndham. So see, the gimmicks of these lights going off are awesome. It's entertaining.
But like 5 different guys. Like
but you don't know who it is yet. You don't know who it is yet, Bruno.
And then this whole teleportation shit that he's doing, like the way it ended.
Personally, I think
the lights went off. You don't think the people in the front row didn't notice the 3 Lucha Brothers and what's his running into the ring while Malachi Black runs out of the ring? So
they showed it on TV.
Yeah,
they showed it on TV.
What do you mean?
So,
they showed
the lights. The lights went off. The lights went off. Then they went back on, and then you see the Lucha Brothers coming down.
Yeah, so they're trying to do the illusion of like he teleported type of shit, right?
Yeah.
No, they're saying that or somebody's coming.
No, like
to
do you remember how it ended?
Or something?
No, it was he won, and he was leaving the match, and then he went back to continue beating the crap out of Brian Pillman while he was already down. The Lucha Brothers came out. They came down the ramp. He turned around, he looked at them, and as they were making their way to the ring, the lights closed, and that's where.
But it happened in the main event too. So it happened in the main event too. The lights went off, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, right now for this segment, because he did it to Malachi Black, last on like Rampage or something with the lights. All to say, it's like he's there. The Lucha Brothers are coming down. The lights went off for a couple seconds, then went back on, and now he was outside of the ring, and the Lucha Brothers were in the ring, and they're like all confused.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is I don't think it's just for Malachi Black the shutting of the lights and that. I think it's for something else bigger. That's what I think.
I smell a tag team somewhere in
I
there.
feel like if you guys understand what I'm saying, Kyle, am I not?
I'm very confused.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm talking about? Like the amount.
It's your first time, Bruno. I understand.
Too many people are using the fucking blackout and then show up shit.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes uses it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Malachi Black's using it.
He does it. He teleports now when he does it. Like on what the reason why I was gonna say is on Friday, I think it was when he did it. They did it so fast. Like he came out to the entrance, he just stood there, then the lights went out, and then went back on, and they were trying to do things. He disappeared, but they literally opened it so quick that you still saw his arm as he's leaving the tunnel. You know what I mean? Like,
just bad production on
exactly. It's bad
production. Try to do
production.
these camera tricks like crazy. Okay, the Lucha Brothers came out. Looks like they're coming to save Pillman. The lights went
trying
off,
too much.
and
AW.
Yeah,
it's just the whole lights.
I mean, they got it right a couple weeks ago with Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Good wrestler.
I think if you do it too many times, it just loses its aura. No.
Yeah, exactly. Every fucking.
Oh, by the way, we have to rate this match. I'm giving this a 10 on 10, hands down.
Of course. Malachi Black. Malachi Black was in it.
Yeah. Malaka Black. There you go.
Malaka Black.
There you go. Blacks.
Okay, so it's a 10 on 10 by Claudio. I give it.
We have that last match. What do you give it, Bruno?
Before the last match, we had Ruby Soho had a promo.
Okay, who cares? Let's go to the last match.
Yeah, next. Who gives a shit? Nobody cares.
Then we got next match. We had the tag team.
The main event.
No, the tag team titles.
Yeah, Jungle Express against the Lucha Bros.
The Lucha Bros.
Can we just talk about how a dinosaur has a belt now?
I was saying yesterday when I was watching it, I'm like, if
dinosaurs
they're not going to win the titles, if they're not going to win the titles in this match, I don't know what match it's going to be, because like I don't know what else they have to do to show that they're deserving of the titles. If they are, what I don't know. Like it's just, to me, they've had enough chances to win, and I think this was the last one. And thank God they won it, because I don't think they would have had another chance to win it again. So
may I suggest something?
No. So anyway,
I really think the Lucha Brothers should be called the Mexicans. Just saying.
That's racist.
No, because it sounds because it's even in their theme song too when they're walking out.
It is in their song.
I'm like, you know what? It sounds better.
I
know. It sounds better. I mean, then you have these. I'm like, but I'm like, all right, Lucha Brothers.
Was somebody called the Mexicans or Mexicools or something like that?
Yeah, that was racist.
Mexicools
In WWE.
Vega, no?
Yeah,
they were.
The
no.
red.
No, that was Los Pericos.
Oh yes, you're right. Yeah,
yes,
the Mexicools were Psychosis, Super Crazy, and fucking what's his name? I forget his name.
Juventud.
Right? They came out on the lawnmower.
That's what his mask was also.
I remember.
That's racist.
Amazing. That is fucking hilarious. I'm like, because I was watching like some highlights of WWE. I'm like, this is amazing. I can't take these guys seriously. They come on a lawnmower. Oh man, but good wrestlers. Good wrestlers. I have to say the promo was hilarious. Kyle, keep this in mind. Next comedy show, we're coming out with lawnmowers.
Yeah, get right on that.
2023. Get ready.
2023.
Reserve.
Once we get our 75th booster shot.
Hey guys, got the booster.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Ray Phoenix took a hell of a bump at the end. I noticed it right away.
Thankfully,
that something was definitely wrong.
I thought his arm was
broken. It's dislocated, right? So he was like, "That's wow," because that I saw, like, I don't know, Matt, that split second that it went off, his arm was like, it looked bad, man, and you could see it in his face, man. And even when Luchasaurus held the title in the middle of the ring, he was like, "Oh man, what did I do, man?" I'm sure you got to feel bad a bit, man, but
gotta go get it laid tonight with my injured arm. Sorry, that's what I felt.
I don't know, man. It was pretty crazy, but hopefully he comes back stronger and gets those titles back. But it was a hell of a match. One thing I love. I like I said, I'm not I criticize AEW a lot, but they have good matches. But there's some spots that it's like everything stops for that one spot. Like, I hate that. It's like you're just disturbing the flow of the match for that one spot. And that one spot, maybe you didn't even have to do that spot, like through the table and that. I don't even think they had to even do that.
That's when they break the flow with too much cooperation.
Well, that's what it is, right? I don't think they had to put him through the table for them to win the titles, and that could have been avoided, and you could have had one less injury on your hands. Now what are you gonna do now? What's his name? Penta has to be. He's gonna have to go single now. There's no choice. He's not gonna wait till his brother comes back.
For a man that has by far the coolest costume in the game, one of the coolest costumes ever, I don't mind him taking a little singles run. I love Penta.
Wow.
Penta's
gonna have no choice now.
How awesome is his gear though? Side note. Name a wrestler right now that has a cooler gear than him.
Bro, they're so over with the crowd. The crowd loves it with the music and everything. It's just
the only
match made in heaven.
The only awesome wrestler that has cool gear and cool music is Wyndham. Tried.
I just saw the bump right now again.
That will be the best gimmick. Second comes Malachi Black, so no one beats them. All right,
bro. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to cut you off.
It's okay. Kyle does it all.
Did you watch the replay of his arm went completely backwards?
That's not me. That's the light.
I just told you what happened, Bruno.
No, I he didn't it was disgusting.
It looked like it bent in half.
Yeah, it's almost in the category of the Sid Vicious fucking clip there of the.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought happened because they didn't even look back at him after when he was outside of the ring and his arm was just like. It was like, what the fuck? And you saw Luchasaurus. Well, his face is under the mask, whatever. But
they played the replay right after.
What the hell?
Oh my!
I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that.
He's even going like this.
And I don't think Penta. Tell you the truth, I don't even think Penta knew that he was really injured until he went out of the ring when he saw his brother there, and when they were cheering in the ring, and then he went out and he looked at him. He's like, "Oh, fine." He ran to him. But you hate to see it happen. But what do you want to do? It's not ballet, right, Kyle?
It's not ballet.
If it's not Wyndham who's getting injured, I do not care. No, okay, no, it's not.
I just can't wait till we see the Undisputed Era.
Like Wyndham.
I like Wyndham, but I'm like,
if it's not him getting injured, I don't care.
No. But what I'm saying is that only Wyndham must perform these tragedies because Wyndham is amazing. If he suffers, I'll be Wyndham.
What are you talking about?
No, listen to me. I'm like, if Wyndham is there, it would have been cooler if he, because Wyndham has to suffer and he has to win. It's all about Wyndham. You know what?
Saying you would have liked Wyndham to have been there and been injured just so he would have been on TV?
Yes, you could come back stronger and then be like, motherfuckers, I can't die. I'm gonna bring back the Fiend. And the Fiend.
Ooh.
So there we go. You see?
Okay. All right. You tied it up at the end there. I'll give it to you.
You tied it up.
That's the type of perspective Claudio brings to the show here, to the panel.
Just chaos. Just
the outsiders perspective here.
Exactly.
He's he was just throwing shit at the wall to see what stick. He's the Lego of the podcast.
So as a whole, AEW. Success.
First Dynamite on TBS for that
on
matter.
TBS. I think it was a thumbs up. I'll give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, I'll give everything a thumbs up except for Jericho's eye job.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I give a thumbs up because Malachi Black saved the night. So if it wasn't for him, I would have been like, this night is a 4 on 10.
And I'm giving it a 10 just because my prediction came true, as they tend to do.
There you go. So you know what? I think this is a great first show, guys, and I can't wait for next week, we will be live on YouTube and on Twitch and on Facebook as well at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after AEW Dynamite. So I hope you guys tune in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Jofo In The Ring. Hit that subscribe button, as well as our good friend here, Claudio Capri. He is one corner host of the Dirty Four podcast. Subscribe to his channel as well. And you guys want to end it off with something to say something to the crowd?
To be honest, I thought we were gonna do a little fantasy draft here to end it off. So
we're not gonna do this for 3 hours, Bruno. It's an hour show.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Wyndham has to make his way to AEW.
Well,
A little 15
Well,
minutes.
We'll start that next week. This is this is people just getting their feet wet with the show.
Exactly. They're getting
Just getting their feet. Hey guys, next week there'll be a draft, so tune in next week. Oh my god.
Yeah, they'll be ready. Wyndham's gonna sign that contract, and he's
that's
gonna
what we
be
call
there.
that's what we call incentive right there.
Exactly.
People.
Kyle, you said this. It's like
I
it's
did.
not. No, we give people. It's not with the. Oh, you said that quote really good. Fuck, it's a tip of my tongue.
Is it the dirty heels? We got to give the people what they want. Is that
exactly?
That's not my quote. That's dirty. You can get me in trouble with fucking Kofi Wheaton and Brother Bove now.
I know. No, Brother I just remember you saying that. That's why I'm saying it. God damn it.
I repeated a quote that they said.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for clearing it up, Kyle. I did not know.
So I don't get jumped by the dirty heels. Because they're dirty and they're heels.
Unless Wyndham saves you.
You're right. All right. We'll see you next week, folks.
We'll see you next week, everybody. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of we're going to see how this goes.
The rest of our lives.
For myself, Frank Jofo, for Claudio Capri, for Kyle the Spoiler Morin, and the idiot in the right down corner, Bruno.
Look at the pipes on him, though.
The broad god.
Look at it. But Wyndham could beat him. Wyndham could beat you, Bruno. I'm just saying, in a heartbeat, he could beat you. And
thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're going to save it for next week. Tell us, bro. One last thing before we go.
In this podcast wrestling game here is to be able to get a blessing from Scott Steiner to let me use the Big Bad Booty Daddy alias so I can retire the whole god of pods.
Wow. Well, Jeremy Prophet fought him on 3 different occasions. I know he beat him once, lost the other 2 times, but good matches as well if you want to go check those out. But everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, 10 p.m. Eastern, live on Twitch, Facebook, and on YouTube. And remember, wrestling is life.
Comedy.
That's it.
So, Jofo, I'm going to gargle a shot for Kurt Hennig and everybody before we go.
Oh, no.
Jofo, thank you guys.